Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram 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 Hare Hare. We all are the light, we all are the part of the universe. Everybody, including you, including me, we all are working together for uplifting of our soul, for some elevation to the sky. We are not only worried about future, but we are also worried about the present, what we are doing in present, how we are using the present, how we are having the life in the present. Because most of the people do not have any idea to what to do with their life. So they follow some religion, they follow some religious practice, and they follow some religious practice because they do not know, and they trust on others. Those are already into the practice. They feel that they won't be like others. They won't be like common people. They are following some special routine, some special practice. So because of that, they fall in for some religious practice. And by that way, they feel, those who are following, those who have joined some societies, some religions, they feel that by that way they will be spending their lifetime with some useful things. They won't be wasting their life. By this way they will be giving extra opportunity to them. So now things are like that. They want to be also thinking of the future. They want also to be in practice so that their life becomes fulfilled. They also want to have some more intelligent things of that life, so that they are not worried about anything, that this life is going through, this life is passing through. So not much to say about this life, that they feel about that. Now things are this, that when you are in religious practice and you are away from your culture, regular culture, society culture, and you left your everything to have some upliftment of the soul, to have some spiritual energy in yourself. It's not only that you are not following that rules, you are not following that practices, but it is because you want to feel something more special about yourself. You want to give height to your soul. In this recording, the topic we are talking about is love and intelligence do not work together. Love and intelligence do not work together. That means you are following a religion, and that religion means you are having some kind of daily activities, and those activities are related to the God, and those activities also related to the God which is sometimes you feel that is lovable. In some religions, in some God practice, you have to worship the God, because those gods are not meant to be lovable. They are more strict. But in terms of Krishna, when we are talking about Krishna, Krishna is always seen as the God of love. The love that is being given to everybody in the form of father figure, in the form of lover. And religion is such kind of practice which is a practice, which is a kind of mind, a kind of activity that involves mind. A religion is always some sort of offering of prayers, like a prayer. And that prayer, because you have not created that prayer, the prayer is created by somebody else. And when you are using somebody else's prayer, then it means a prayer is like a worship that is not a love. You do not worship your love. You have affair with your love, you be in love with your love, but you cannot worship your love. And this practice in the religions, there are all sort of prayers, all sort of worships. And when you talk about Krishna, and when you are worshipping the Krishna, when you are in activity of prayers with the Krishna, then it is intelligence. You are being intelligent. It may be fear, it may be in deep down, it may be love, but you are not coming out with the love. Because you are offering prayer, you are using your mind, you are using somebody else's prayer. So these prayers can never be love, that can never turn into love. Because love is only the absence of intelligence. When you are not using your mind, when you have thrown your mind and you are simply present with your affair, with your partner in love, then nobody is worried about what your lover is thinking, even if you don't say anything. But when somebody say, what do you have to say to your God, Krishna? Then you use your mind, because somebody is asking about it. Somebody else, the third person. And the affair, it involves two persons. The love of Krishna. And when somebody else is asking what you are asking from the God, what prayers you are offering to the God, and you don't have a secret from others, that what kind of love you are doing with the God. And when you don't have a secret affair with the Lord, then it is not love, it is intelligence, and it is intelligent prayers. These prayers become most common practice. Everybody is doing it. You do not have any special thing to say to the God. And when you don't have anything special thing to say to the God, what you do, you follow others. You follow others with the mind. Because when love is not there, then it means mind is there. In the absence of love, what will be there is the mind. It can be anything. It can be formality, it can be hate, it can be... In the mind there are so many things. But because, especially when we talk about Krishna, and you do not feel the way of yourself to the love, because you are following the religious teachings. then how you can be in love with the Krishna? Somebody else is teaching you that how you can love, that how you can be in love with the Krishna. This teaching, when somebody else is saying, that is their love. That is that love created by somebody else. That is not your love. That means you are not giving what you should give. And when you are not giving what you should give, means you are not interested in that affair. You are just sitting and you are just staying in that culture, you are staying in that area, in that accommodated place, not too worried about anything, and not even the affair. And that means the intelligence that is in the religion is only to take you away from that love, to keep you away from that love. Because if you be in the love, then you will be inventing your own ways, you will be creating your own ideas to love the God. But they keep intelligence, they keep mind involved in the practice of religion. And that involvement of the mind in the religion, it affects because it won't allow you to have your own affair, your personal affair with the Lord. These chants, everybody is chanting. Books, everybody is reading. These are the prayers. And prayer is kind of that you are fearful of the God. You are not lovable with the God, you are fearful of the God. And this kind of thing, that you also come to the God with the mind, that means you are a tool of somebody else. Somebody else is using you. Somebody else in this religion is using your mind, using your body to fulfill their own spirituality, to fulfill their own aim of the life. But they are not allowing you to have your own personal affair with the God. Because if you find it, your personal affair, you won't need them. And when you don't need them, their business will go down. Your practice of their religion keeps them running, keeps their businesses running. And why will they be worried about your life? Why will they be worried about your love? You will be sitting in whole day in their temples, in the corners. You will be sitting all day, chanting, chanting, chanting. And where is your love? Where is your affair with the God? Because if you find it, you will drop everything in the religion. Because love is the only thing that is reliable. That is of the Lord Krishna. That is Krishna famous for. And it's a simple thing. It's not a dictionary, it's not a big mathematics in this topic. Even in other topics, there is no big mathematics, no big calculations. Though you are there, you have chosen their path, you have chosen their religious path, then that does not mean that you won't stay with them. But if you are in that culture and everybody else is not in that kind of knowledge, in that kind of love, then you will follow again. Once you will find that there is something else apart from their practices of religion, but seeing others, because you cannot turn them down, you cannot change their practice of religion, because it is love, it's not a practice, it's not a prayer. So what happens? You will follow again, seeing yourself alone, because love is alone. You cannot have affair with the God, with the love, with somebody else. That is your own one-on-one relationship with the God. Nobody else can say something to the Lord in your favor. You cannot tell anybody, you cannot tell others to say on your behalf. You have to write your own letters. You have to write your own poems, own words. You have to write your own lines. Because when you find the truth, sometimes you come to the knowledge that this is all bullshit. What you are doing in the religious practice, it's nothing. And when you come to awareness of these kinds of things, what happens? You sometimes feel it. You feel the reality. But feeling the reality and giving that feeling the power, that acceptance that you are right, putting your one decision to the end and accepting your another decision, that is a big deal, but it's not a big deal. When you are in love, that is an open space. You drop one decision, you take another decision. What you do in love, you never stick to one thing. That is love. The idea, you change it. You don't find it the relation with the God, you drop it. Because you have learned so many things that if you drop it, this will call you again, the karma will call you again. These kinds of things, that your life will ruin, these kinds of things. They have made that mind that if you try to go out of their circle, the religious circle, then you will have a terrible mistake. These kinds of things. And because we are working along with the mind, and mind knows these kinds of things, through them they have given you those scripts that if you go out of that religious practice, something bad will happen to you. Your karmas will come back to you. And this practice only to salvate you from your karmas. But this is again bullshit. Bullshit because how on this earth is allowed to salvate you? God did not tell anybody. God did not tell you that this religious practice is my practice. I am giving this religion the power to salvate your soul on this earth. They don't have any certificate from the God. They don't have any license from the God to salvate your body, to salvate your karmas. Do they have any license from the God? No. They have only the papers of the legality. They have the only papers of the law. but they don't have any papers for the love affair with the God. They don't have any papers to salvate your soul. They don't have any experience in that. Nobody from those lands, those have gone from this earth, they have not given any proof of that. They have not given any proof that they have been salvated from that religion. No letter from those far of the ocean, far in the universe has been given to these religions. No experience certificates with these religions. And salvation is not the love affair. Salvation is something else. Salvation from sin. Salvation from the karmas, from the bad karmas. And you did it, and they are taking this responsibility. No? Love and intelligence do not work together. Love and mind. You have to drop the mind to pick the love. Love is like air, thin air. Love is like light water, not the heavy water. Love is like the light itself. Love is not like the big stones. Love is like the fallen leaves. Love is like fallen leaves. Because till the time the leaves are on the tree, it's a tree. But when the those leaves fall from the tree, then they become the leaves. Otherwise they are the tree. The wholesome is the tree. And when they fall through the air. Air helps them to fall. And within few days, those leaves, within 1 or 2 days, they start coming to their edges. They start losing the edges, those leaves. And that is the life. When you start falling, till the time you are in the air, and when you are down on the floor, when you are down on the earth, and you are just going, you will go, that is the karma, the age of the life. That is love. When you are on the tree, you see that there are so many leaves. What recognition you have with the love? Can you say to the tree that I am special? And speciality, if your love affair is not special, if you are not one-on-one with the God, and that affair is not special, then there is no use, there is no love. Love is only special when it's one-on-one with the Lord. When somebody else joins your Lord, you lose the love. Then you forget that there is no love. You accept it. You accept that there is no love. You forget that God loved you before. And that fall of acceptance that there is no love, and you go catch some other things. You try understanding the religion. You try to find in the religion that why there is no one-on-one love with the God. Why God only love everybody. Why God does not love you, only you. You try to find that answer. Then why are you not special for the God? Why God is not seeing you with the eye of the special? You want to find in the books, you want to find the scripture, the mantra. But that is mind, that is intelligence. You are the answer with the intelligence. But when you will lose the intelligence, you will lose your intellectual, then it's love. When you lose your cunningness, it's love. When you drop that, you cannot win the love with that mind. And those teachings, they are just like a second opinion, they are just like a alternate to your love. When love is not there, you will find in the books that God loved Radha, God has those kinds of leelas. And because God is a special entity, God is very special. And you try to understand His love, you try to learn from His love, you try to learn from the love of the God, because God is special. And you feel love in the love life of the God. When you find that God was very amazing, God had so many things in His life, so many love affairs in the God life, and you feel love to that life. You do not feel love with the God because you are reading it, you are reading His life story, but you are not having the affair because it is past. You think that God life is past and there is no God in the today time, because at that time Lord Krishna was king. He was the king of his empire cities, he was the emperor. And now you don't find any king near to your place or near anywhere, because kings used to have some special life, the special culture, but you do not find it anywhere. You do not find the kings, you find only businessmen, the workers, the people those are busy with their lives. You don't find the love life, Leela life in this life. So, when you do not find the love, you start dropping it, the idea of it, idea of the love life with the God. But because we want someone to give us back, we want the Lord to give us back the love we offer. Even the eye of our love, with the feeling we see the Lord, we want it back. We want that eye back, we want that love back. And when it's not coming back, then we stop giving. Because giving is the ultimate nature. Giving love, spreading love. And we expect that somebody in love will give us love. But it never happens. Because the way you are thinking, the way the Lord is thinking, you stop giving and you stop receiving. If you stop giving, you will stop receiving. Because when giving stops, then it's the coming of the mind. Then mind is coming in you. That means when mind is coming, you won't see the receiving. However, the receiving is coming. However, God is giving you the love, but because you are expecting through the mind, you cannot see that love is already given to you, because you are watching it through the mind. To watch it with the love, when even you are not giving, you have to separate the mind from you. And when mind is separated from you, the expectation goes null. You don't have any expectation. Then you start watching its presence. The love is given to you in abundance. Because the mind cannot have some mathematics on that love, because it is separated, it is thrown away. The intelligence is thrown away. The calculation cannot be done. The quantity of love cannot be measured. The elevation of the love cannot be measured. Because it's apart from the mind. It's not given through the mind. The mind, when it's thrown, then you see. You cannot see the height of the love. You cannot see the elevation of the love. Because mind is not present, but love is present. Love is present like that you are floating in the air. When you have seen the leaf falling from the tree, it falls like this. That is the floating. That is love. When the leaf is floating in the air, if the air is very powerful, that leaf will go up. When the love is powerful, you will go up. When the God is giving you the powerful love, you, like a leaf, you will rise. You will go where and where, here and there. You will flow like this. But love is when it's natural, it's neutral, then it's coming down its own sense. Both God and you, this is love. You and God are at natural affair, no fighting, no love. Because even the absence of love in the leaf, absence of air, the push of the air, the love is there. Leaf is falling. That is love of the Lord and you. You don't have any expectation that love should push us. But when you have these kinds of understanding, then even pushes will come. The rise will be there. But you have to drop the mind. Sometimes intelligence goes away, but the wishes that you wish for this thing, you wish for that kind of love, these wishes never go away. And this is not mind. Wishing is not the mind. Understanding the love with the mind is the mind. You wish that my Lord, my God must love me in that way. You have to wait for it. You wait for the breeze. You wait for the powerful air pushes. Then you will receive it. That is kind of love. But if you try finding in the books, you will never understand. Understanding is this much, that there is no understanding. There is no elevation when you are at initial stages of the love. When you have started accepting the love, there is no height of the love. There is no elevation. There is no quantity of the love when you are at initial stages. But coming to the ages of the love, you will see it. You will feel everything. You will see the power of the love. Because life is not written in the book. It's an experience itself. And today is the experience of today. It is not the experience of the past. It's not the experience of the future. And what tomorrow will give you, what experience of the love will come tomorrow, it cannot be today. And what experience is coming today, it is today. And that is also love. And you cannot tell the God to give some more pushes, but you can expect it. That is your wish, that I want more love. To see the love, more and more love, you have to also have the drop of the love. If you can have that taste of that one drop, then you can have the whole bottle. You can have the whole sea of the love. But apart from the mind, when the mind is separated, and you cannot feel the love of the tomorrow today, no. You cannot feel the love of the past today, no. No possibilities for both, not for past, not for future. What today is you receiving, that is today. And no intelligence. If I go on reading the books, that this, and this, I will be in hallucination of that book. And when the love is coming to me, I would like to, I will be seeing through the words, I will be seeing through the mind. The books that are reflecting some kind of God love, that is through the mind. And that is no elevation. It's like just a moment that I felt it, but that's gone. But when I drop the intelligence day by day, every day, I drop some intelligence, I drop some mind, and every day I am rising with it. I am feeling the breeze, I am feeling the power of the air. Even I am fallen from the sky, I am fallen from the tree, because I have thrown the common practices. I want to be special, I want to feel special. And because of that, I am fallen from the tree. And there is no big deal. The big deal is for them. Those are still on the tree. Those are still attached to that soul. They are attached to it. They are expecting it. They feel that because they have never, because those leaves have never been separated from the tree. They never felt that fall. Because if they would have seen that love, the love of the fallen, they would not be more on the tree. The tree is gone. And if you are fallen, you cannot go back there. But till the time you are on the tree, you cannot feel that fallen. There is a whole difference. These are two stories. This fallen knows that it was on the tree. But those are on the tree, they cannot feel the fallen. But they can see that leaf has fallen from its existence. And that sometimes gives you so much pain. It's pain. You left your existence. You left where you were already. You were on the tree. You were also having that love. The love of that attachment. That is pain. You lost that world. You lost that wholesome group of the love. And when you fall for the search of love, then every time you will feel that attachment is gone. You are somewhere else. Then what you do